baby. Yeah. Bringing you the worst music in America. You know it. Hit me on Twitter at Mike Sean Radio. Yeah. I done been to IHOP. I done been to Waffle House. I done been to Diners too. I done been to Mama's house, but I swear nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Hey, hey, hey. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. It's 5 in the morning, still I'm snoring. She's making grits and eggs.
She's making those grits.
At 5 in the morning, we could only be about to eat 2 things.
She's making those grits.
Grits. Cholesterol is high, but them grits is on my mind. You cook them so good, I can't deny. A heart attack is worth the ride. You make me wanna be home all the time. You're cooking them grits with steak at night. Can't be cooked by no beginner. Grits made by a winner. Them grits make me kiss her. Grits all on my plate. Got my stomach full. Got me feeling great. I gotta kiss her. Grits all on my plate. Got my stomach full. Got me feeling great. I done been to Cracker Barrel. I done been to Cozy Kitchen. I done been to Denny's too. Had some women try to feed me, but I swear nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Hey. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. You better make the grits and make them right. I make you feel so good at night. If you make the grits and make them right, I make you feel so good at night. Just make the grits and make them right. I make you feel so good at night.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Michael Sean wears tight shirts every day. I wear tight shirts because I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my 6-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts. Tight shirts. Yeah. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on. Tight shirts. Come on.
My God. Oh, there we go.
I said, what's good?
Yeah, I thought I hit the vertical. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. We are knee deep in a holiday season. I hope everybody's good. It's freezing outside. I had to step outside real quick to go check something in my car, and I was like, this is ridiculous. What is today's date? What is today? December what?
Today is December the 4th.
Was it
somebody's birthday today.
December the 4th.
Wait a minute. Is it Jay-Z? I think it's Jay-Z's birthday today.
It is. December 4th. The song.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, wait a minute.
Isn't it ironic?
Hov, the greatest rapper of all time, birthday today. Good morning. Asha is up first. She's Thankful Thursday. I'll let you get all your stuff.
Oh, it's Thankful Thursday. Get the Thankful Thursdays in there. Thankful to be here. Thankful to be together. Thankful for your health. Thankful
wisdom.
for the breath, your wisdom. Thankful for the knowledge and wisdom gained throughout my life to be able to learn what is necessary and with time and experience, the wisdom to do better, to live better, growth.
Growth.
KT, what up, mama? What's going
Shady
on?
KT, good morning. KT, good morning.
Katie?
I've been noticing trends lately. She be taking little shots. She's still cool. I still rock with her heavy.
She's super cool.
I'm still gonna be her manager. I'm gonna be her manager. We're gonna help her
taking
get
shots. Well, just don't Diddy her. Miss Parker.
We ain't even start yet.
Good morning, John. John.
What
Truly
Miss Parker
thankful
thankful for?
to have been able to spend time with family over this weekend. Life is so precious. I added the so. Obviously, the so precious wasn't there. Miss Parker, you wonderful woman, you and your husband. Shout to you. I'm thankful for the closest of my family. Thankful for for being able to rock out, man. To be able to get through all the trials and tribulations that life throws at you. To be able to walk through it and be able to smile and still have a good time and meet new people and doing all that good stuff. Jay Blizzy, how was your night last night? How was your night?
Night was good. Wheel of Fortune, like always, with the family. Survivor, The Floor. We watch our little game shows and stuff. The Floor is a game show called The Floor. Where you got to have like a category that you're really confident in. Like yours would probably be sports. And then they put up a bunch of boxing or sports figures, and you have to name. You ready to clown every TV, every game show?
No. I don't know. No, I realize that I'm really out the loop because I didn't even see commercials for The Floor. I've never even seen commercials. I'm not joking. Normally I know what you're talking about, but now it's getting to the point where I absolutely don't know what you're talking about. But it's a good show. The Floor. So you get to pick the subject. It's kind of like
you're a subject. Yes, you're a subject expert, right? It is. Let's say if it's 50 people on the floor, everybody got a box, and you're a subject expert that you pick for your thing. So whatever you feel you're best at, like Lady Q would do TV sitcoms from the 80s and 90s, whatever old school TV. Like she could feel like she can name every TV sitcom there is. Like that would be her thing. I would probably be NFL or sports. And then maybe they'll put up the logo and you got to name the team or the stadium and you got to name the stadium or like it's like whatever you're a subject expert at presidents. Like it was presidents yesterday and they kept putting up facts of all these different presidents over the years and you got to know all of your presidents and y'all go back and forth until there's a winner. But yeah, The Floor.
Maybe we could do that here. Maybe we could have a contestant come on and we book them. What up, Doc? And we book. Where are you at? The light is so litty. Where are you at? The light is so litty. Like you got a lot of light.
I'm in Yonkers. I'm about to go see Pops.
Oh, okay. I knew you wasn't around here. Okay, all right. Shout to Pops. Good stuff. I didn't know your Pops.
Yeah, I dipped out. I hit I-95 early, and I beat the rush hour. Only caught like 15 minutes of traffic on the bridge, so I left about 4:30, which was good. I should have left at 4:15, but I definitely got in and laid low. And the spot sometimes, because everybody else is going to school, going to work, so I'll be able to get a parking spot.
Oh, so you went over to George Washington?
Yeah, lower level, Major Dick and all that. But my mom and dad met on Fordham Road. They're from all that area.
That is crazy. That's around where I lived at. That was like 10-15 minutes. Yeah, Fordham Road. Shout to
we go to Katona Park Day. You heard of that, right? Katona Park Day, where everybody comes back for a reunion in that area. So my pops goes see all his high school friends back in the day.
That's dope. Shout out to the PX. So The Floor. I'm thinking maybe we can get a contestant, right? And we book a contestant for Thursday. Let's say whatever day.
Have you ever heard of The Floor, Doc? You watched The Floor, the game show, The Floor? You ever heard of it?
I just go on the shows. People be thinking that I know the shows. I'm trying to get on the show now that they're about to start filming in the UK. I don't know the show, but I'll get on it. I'll play. I think I saw the commercial where the lights light up like Billie Jean.
Yeah, you're like yes,
Billie Jean. I think I see the commercial where the lights
yes,
I saw that one.
Yes, you get all the floors, all the spots, all the boxes. So you're a subject expert. Like, what would your subject be, Mike or Doc? Like, what would you be a subject expert in? Like, what would your category be that you feel like, yo, I know everything about this category?
See, you said I would say sports, but my thing is, I know they're gonna get me. They're gonna get me with sports because they're probably gonna hit me with some hockey questions.
Well, yeah, if you say sports,
all I know is Gretzky and Mario Lemieux.
So you would say NBA, NFL, or you would
Mario Lemieux. Yeah.
You would have your categories.
I probably would, yeah. But if we got somebody, what I would say is somebody would say, let's say we do this. Let's say we give a $50 gift card if you
Okay.
win it, right? And you tell us what you're an expert at, right? You tell us on Tuesday you're an expert at this. Then we get the questions for Thursday, and then we let you play. And the game is basically we'll decide if we'll ask 11 questions, odd number. And if you get, I don't know, what would be the number for them to win? Would they have to get 8 out of the 11?
At least 6. At least six.
six.
6 should be
But how the
minimum.
floor works is if they keep showing you an image of something, and if for that, like if it's let's say, like I say, presidents, and they put up a picture of different presidents, you have to name that person, or if it's actors, actresses, or hip hop, or whatever it is, you just have to know what that item is. If it's you're an expert in cooking, it'd be a bunch of stuff related with cooking and
So
chefs.
you just got to know the picture, who the picture of what the picture is.
Let me find a clip. Let me so
No,
you
but you just tell me you got to know what the picture is.
Yeah, you should know what the picture is. Correct. You should
Oh,
know. You should know what that picture or item is.
I like it. It's simplistic, so they can get right to the point, so it doesn't get overly into all that. Doc, Doc, how'd yesterday go in court?
Oh yeah, somebody asked that.
No, that's why I made that face when I saw the. That's funny because we just said one of the producers is the watchability. One of the reasons why people enjoyed our version of the show, and people say, "Oh, my favorite episode ever," because they enjoyed watching it, not because too, but not so because of whether you're smart or not, or want to know how. That's what makes it enjoyable. So a show like that brings
You got a bad
that
connection, Doc.
late, like JV talking about Wheel of Fortune. Oh,
You got a bad connection. Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah. It's like freezing, and then it's going, and then it's freezing.
I'm gonna jump right back. Let me,
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Jump right back.
Go out and come back.
All right.
But the floor, I mean, we could play a game. I mean, obviously we'd have to switch it up a little bit, but if you're an expert at something, you got to get at least 6 out of 11 in order to win the gift card. And we could rock it something like that.
6 out of 11. Like if I said, what is it? Peach. Think of states.
Mm-hmm.
Peach State.
I forgot what state it is, but yeah, Peach State.
Yeah, I'm saying like the Keystone State.
Keystone State would be Pennsylvania.
Yeah, that is. Peach is like Atlanta. Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah.
I thought it was too easy. Yeah.
But if you're saying states, you would know all of them.
Oh.
And then like you would be your subject expert, within that. But yeah, like I say, I've been watching it. I enjoy it. Hip is influencers, hip hop. You can be an expert in any category. It could be food, fishing, anything.
I've joked. Well, I really joke about you watching reality shows. I ain't got no problem with you watching game shows. After the shit I watched last night, I need to stop. I need to start watching game shows. After watching that filth of that documentary, I literally have to start watching game shows. He got Metro Internet. I don't know what up, Tony. Yeah, he's in the car, so I don't know what's going on. It could be a whole. So okay. I watched the Diddy.
So you watch all 4 parts
I
of
watched all 4.
Netflix, The Reckoning.
And as usual, I disagree with you. The parts about Tupac and Biggie were super needed. I needed that. Because I've watched so much stuff about that stuff that I was like, wow.
I'm a porn expert, so all the porn, all the.
No, but you think you're a porn expert, Tony, but you won't, because they'll probably start naming stuff of directors that they have a picture of a director that you don't know the directors, you just know the females. I think after watching the Diddy thing, I don't know. You might, I don't know. The Diddy shit got me fucked up. That Diddy documentary got me all fucked up.
Sean didn't finish.
Yeah. So I watched this. Number one, Doc wasn't here yesterday. Tawana Coleman used to work for Diddy. She was a receptionist at Bad Boy. And she gave the stories. She gave the stories of good morning. Speak of Tawana Coleman. She gave the stories of weird situations that she was in. And the danger that she was she thanks God that she was able, that she didn't try and climb the ladder. Because she always kicked herself for not approaching Diddy to let her know her interest in moving up in the company. She's a very motivated person. So she gave us stories and she told us a lot. She gave us some disturbing shit about Shine. being offered certain drinks. She gave us
what happened to
interaction with
Shine?
J-Lo. Shine, she almost got into a physical altercation with Shine. Like a physical
You
altercation.
go to YouTube, Michael Sherman and the Takeover Legends for yesterday's show, and then you
He
can watch
called
it.
her a
Anyone that
bitch
missed it.
multiple times and thought it was funny that he was calling her a bitch, and she said your mom's a bitch, and they almost got to a physical confrontation where Mario Winans is the one who broke it up.
Oh my God.
Crazy.
Shout out to Mario Winans.
So yeah, that's what I said, and fuck Shine, because I was always in Shine's corner. I don't know. So I'm just gonna tell y'all this. After I watched the documentary, the first thing I did was I text Tawana. I'm so glad you were protected by God. I just watched that whole thing. And I meant it. I know people are gonna say this weird, so I'm trying to say this. I'm trying to make it so I don't sound cold. It wasn't the porn and the baby oil and that disturbed me. Maybe because I knew about that, and I knew about a lot of other stuff. It was the combination of I was dumb enough to actually support this motherfucker.
How would you know?
Like, I was dumb enough to literally know that this is my opinion. This is my opinion. I was dumb enough to sit up there and support a motherfucker that in my heart I believe he got Tupac killed. And in my heart, I believe he got Biggie killed. And in my heart, I sat there and me was dumb enough to watch this dude get in front of microphones and say I had nothing to do with Tupac being shot in front of Quad Studios. And I was dumb enough to believe that he would take Biggie to fucking LA when other gang members were telling him they're not playing out here, don't come out here. Then you make Biggie stay. You make him stay. And the security, the crypt was like, I couldn't believe this dude was staying. And not only that, there's a part where he goes, we're at the party. I'm like, and he's like, where's Biggie at? Biggie's getting into the fucking car to drive to the end of his life. Then after that, you make Biggie's estate pay for the funeral for Biggie. Then you go and you change the contract. You change the contract that you had signed with Biggie after he's been killed.
I forgot about that part.
You're a monster. And you're a Clyde Davis. You were born from the book of Clyde Davis. You were born from the book of Clyde Davis when Whitney Houston was still in the tub dead, and you still had the Grammy party downstairs. You were birthed by that man. And
Some of it was business though, right? Some of it.
No, there is no business if you get killed, Jay. If you're my friend, there is no business.
Shout out to Andre Harrell. Just want to put his name in there.
Shout out to Andre Harrell. Shout out to Andre Harrell, who also gave birth to him.
Put him in there.
I felt so sick that I kept
when you text me, he's a monster. I said, oh, Mike, I'm going tomorrow. You saying Diddy's a monster.
Doug, and there are a bunch of monsters.
I'm a motherfucking monster.
Doc, you know that's message and Jay-Z too. I'm like, why is Jay-Z getting this? He texted me how Jay-Z a monster too. And I'm like, what? Are you watching the Diddy documentary instead of doing
this shit? Duh, I had to make
me excited. He tried to get me riled up.
I had to literally, when I'm watching this, I'm like, bro, why do I feel disgusted with myself? Like these motherfuckers, and I literally was all in.
But
we was at the bad boy parties. I sat next to him joking with him at Hot 97.
We saw him backstage with Cassie several times at concerts and shows. We hugged up. Like, yeah, I remember a lot of that too. But a lot of these people around him, didn't they put themselves in it? Like they knew, like the Bull Little Ride or whatever. I tell you, I don't know why that part of it really threw me off. But he knew he woke up and his butt was hurting next to Diddy. That's what he said. So why are you still staying there? Why are you still wanting to be? He said, I gotta feed my family. He wanted to be the gatekeeper. I don't know.
Little Rod, mostly everybody else. So that's why I said throw Andre Harrell in there, Mike. I'm like, I'm pushing it. But when Little Rod comes in, that's where that delineation word comes in for me, where I'm like, if I was the lawyer and I'm trying to prosecute Diddy, I might have left him out of it. I just don't like your thing sound. You kept going. I'm gonna stay over here because a monster snake. I'm with y'all. I'm staying. But when Little Rod's story gets in it, I'm like, that's when I have to. I don't want to tricky word it, but there's a delineation that's made between somebody being guilty and everybody that accusing you being honest. Just because you're guilty, people pile on. Just like with Bill Cosby, the girl said I was at the party, and they were like, "Yo, he wasn't even at that party." They checked the flight manifest because you could be guilty and a monster, and people could still be gold diggers and opportunists. So shout out to Little Rod over there, but
But Little Rod, I would have just kept
giving
it
new
as
meanings.
Little Rod, I would have kept it at this. I gave you my ass, and you ain't pay me the money you were supposed to pay me because you're a crook.
That's a different complaint. That's a different complaint.
Like,
Yep,
you're a crook.
But Jadakiss told y'all. Y'all forgot Raping You Records? Remember? Raping You Records. Aha! Raping You Records. Yeah, like these are big moments in hip hop. Everybody, Puffy getting involved like a bitch to hide that fact he did some shit he shouldn't have did. So he riding for that. And you could tell the people you roll with whatever you want because you and I know what's going on. People told us. I'm a Pac fan, so I was never with that nigga. We getting validated every day in 2025. Every Pac fan in the world is like, we tried to tell y'all. We tried to tell y'all niggas.
And let me tell you with this hip hop thing. This is where I really had to turn the light off and go to sleep. I don't know how much I can fuck with hip hop. It's like a battle of me going like, I don't know how much I can fuck with hip hop. I'm like, this game, this is a demonic entertainment business that I've spent my life supporting. Like
some people died. They went to jail.
Wait, you could put the whole business on one person that was into
No. It's not one person. It's not one person. It's Lil Wayne getting groomed into kissing fucking Birdman on the mouth since he's like 12 years old.
What about
no. I'm telling you personally what I'm not a part of. I'm not part of Hollywood. I'm not a part of Harvey Weinstein.
I hate Hollywood. I'm giving up on Hollywood.
I've already said. Jay, please, when you talk today, please be official. I've told you the filth and demonic shit that Hollywood since we've been on here. I've told you if you want to be a star, you will be compromised. I told you if you want to be Will Smith, guess what you're gonna have to pay? You're gonna have to pay with your soul. This is what's gonna happen. If you want to be J-Lo, you're gonna pay with your soul. You want to be Kevin Hart, you're gonna pay. You're gonna be compromised. My problem is I was attached to this shit since I was fucking 12 years old. And I found out Africa Bambaataa was messing with little boys.
Allegedly, maybe.
I find out, and the thing is, when people say, well, you see what was going on, people could literally look, Mike, you saw what was going on. You knew this gay shit was going on. You've been calling it out forever. I'm not saying people are gay. The wrong thing is the portrayal of you not being gay and you leading me on into something, but I saw through it and I went along with it anyway. I'm blaming myself. I went along with this bullshit anyway. I knew what was getting spread throughout our community. I went with it anyway. I promoted it. I promoted the ignorance. But the disgusting part is that wasn't an isolated incident. That ain't just Diddy. That ain't just Diddy. That is the whole circle of the devilish shit that goes on. And I was like, I don't know how much longer I can ignore this shit and just be like, well, I'm still going to play it. I'm still going to rock with it. I'm still going to rep it.
It also bears to, but he admitted though he's owning it. But I think that it also bears to mention that even if we are talking about one person, we are not talking about a regular person, not just in life, but in the industry, because there was a time period that was literally called the bad boy era, the shiny suit era. So it's not just somebody in music who's a big person. It's somebody who literally, if somebody wanted to argue this, at a certain point in time, was one of, if not the primary driving forces of hip hop music, culture, and fashion. So when we reach the peak of Sean John's shiny suit, maybe when Mace is doing this and I'm missing you, and all, like there was a moment where he was running it and ruling it and he was controlling it. So even if we do focus on one person, we're focusing on one person that at one point was creating maybe 25% of the top hits in hip hop music. There was a time he occupied at least 3 or 4 spots on the chart regularly. Whether it was Total, whether it was 112, whether it was Biggie, whether it was Mace, whether it was himself. Like even if you just want to focus on Diddy, he was a juggernaut and a guider of culture and influence, which brings into question other things we talk about abusing power. He's not somebody with regular power over a few people in his office. He's creating other monsters and other, situations for other people. But yes, there are other instances in hip hop. Yeah, Bambaataa and Lil Wayne, and yeah, there's a lot to talk about besides Diddy. Tip of the iceberg.
Like it's the tip of the iceberg. It's like Uncle Luke. We look at him as this icon. No, you drove you, and I'm not blaming him. I went willingly to the Luke parties. I went willingly.
I heard about him. I never been to one, but I heard.
Whatever. When he came to town all the time, you was with us, Doc. Stop.
I don't think Doc was.
Doc was
no, I tried to go to one because they hosted one.
I don't think Doc.
No,
went
not
to
a Luke party. I was never in the building with. I never met him. I never saw him on stage, and I never saw him in real life. But I know when that song came on. My gosh.
But and the Keefy D thing and the audio and I'm like this. But before I go off track, but then I realized it's not me. Hip hop is just the closest thing to me when it other than when it comes to business wise. It's really just a fight of this in life. It's this lust for more money, more power, and it's lust that we're trying to fight. That I'm trying to fight.
More problems
to get out of this. But it was a well done documentary. It's excellent on how it's done, and I knew while I was watching it that the people who spoke were going to be attacked. I knew when I went on TikTok, I knew Kurt and the rest of them who spoke. I already knew Lil Rod. Lil Rod would have been, like I said, Little Rod would have been better off saying, I sacrificed what I sacrificed, and the man wouldn't pay me a red cent. Because the minute,
well, yeah, he got something, right? He didn't get what he's supposed to get.
No, he got. Oh, he got. Yeah.
No. I wanted you to say it like that. No, Jay took it so.
No.
I was never saying he got paid, but now he never saw where Jay was going with. I said no.
No, he never got paid. No, he got offered $29,000 and never got that.
I wouldn't even been at McDonald's for more than like a few weeks without getting. Yeah, like I wouldn't have been around nothing for longer than maybe a month.
That's easy for you to say, Doc, because if Diddy's saying, "Hey, we're gonna make this happen," and you like, "All right, I ain't getting paid, but he gonna give it to me." I know.
Well, let me hold something. I'm from around. I've been around way too long. All right, no doubt, but let me hold something because I got, I still got rent. Like, just give me a couple stats. Nigga. Like, okay, we writing multi-million-dollar songs. Give me 5,000, nigga.
You in a $20 million house recording. You on a $30 million yacht. And you ain't seeing no money. Now I understand the intoxication of thinking, of thinking I'm gonna get the money. Like I see it, I'm in the middle of it. I'm gonna get the money. I'm gonna get. But let me tell you something. When people say,
I know he got it. Yeah, he got it.
And Jay, you just said what everybody says. Well, what you gonna do? You gonna say no? Let's make it normal now to say no. Let's Nancy Reagan the shit.
But that's your big opportunity. No. This is your comedy show. You going to go on the road. You planning out this, like, this is your moment in your field. It's not as easy to say no for a lot of people. Whatever your field is, this is the person that's putting you there. And this is the closest you ever been to your dream being met. He said, I needed to feed my wife and my kids. Like, that was a moment. So it's real easy for us watching and say, no,
let me hold some. I wouldn't have said no, but I would have found a way to ask him for a little something to hold me over. Like, let me get a little advance. They do this in the music industry all the time. Let me get an advance on whatever I'm going to get. Charge me interest, whatever. But
And I'm glad you said that, Jay, because this is why I don't know why, and I believe it was my higher power. I don't know why when I was in LA, I pushed the contract back and said no. I don't know why. I don't know why I pushed the contract back.
You watch Snoop and all that. Murder was the case. And
No,
you
but
listen to
yeah,
DMX talk about this, the snake and the rat, and all them people talk about the devil. They all talk about getting offered a deal with the devil. You listen to Snoop, he talks
Or
about, you close your eyes, my eyes are closed. A whole conversation, 3-part conversation. DMX did on different albums. He kept talking about how the devil came for his soul as an entertainer. Like we heard it with the Crossroads and back with the Blues, and they redid it in Sinners. Everybody's been having this conversation for the last 150 years. Like Mike just said, if you want to go to a certain level, in certain rooms, in certain spaces, there's going to be a compromise, and they're saying there's going to be a sacrifice of something, deeper than just your money or maybe even your butt. They saying, yo, you're going to lose something if you make this choice, but you're going to be gifted and talented and be famous. So no, I'm glad you pushed the contract back too, because I see the people who,
maybe
well,
Mike
some of them, rest in
thought,
peace to DMX. I'm right around the corner from that.
Mike, maybe you thought you had another avenue, another route. Okay, I got another lane I could pursue. Maybe Lil Ride was at the point where I done exhausted all my lanes and I'm not put on yet. This is the closest I've been with the biggest artists. Like you said, when they showed him performing with Sting on stage, that was the Michael Jackson moment of the moonwalk.
and that was the most.
Diddy was
that was in
dude.
the top. Forget the Cassie. Forget all that. Forget all that, because all that is a different thing of disgustingness. That to me made my stomach so sick that you were literally acting like you were his best friend and you was already doing him dirty.
Exploiting.
And you were dancing. Dog, the part, and there's some clips that I play. The part that killed me was Biggie, after he died, they were gonna do the Rolling Stone cover. He took Biggie off the Rolling Stone cover and put himself on it to promote his album.
Well, is that a business move? Biggie's gone.
That's a
Puff Daddy and the family coming out. We need to promote that. We need to keep moving, right? Is that a business move?
No, it's a business and a devilish. He got the cover because of Biggie's death.
Yeah, it was Biggie's cover. Yes, it wasn't a toss up. It wasn't both of them. The cover was going to Biggie, and he took that opportunity and that momentum and put that spotlight on himself.
Gotta be a savage in business to be successful. Partially too, though. I don't know. Some of it is business, I think.
Yeah, but that whole thing, you have to be a savage. That is a dangerous spiritual thing to me, to say you have to be a savage. But we say these cliches.
No, because they sound
cool.
Today you don't. Today you don't. With internet.
It's like KT at the bookstore with the little girl.
But shout out to Vivian.
You got to get your spot. It may not be the popular thing, but in business, sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Like, I don't know. Like, I digress.
Assertive, savage. Assertive, savage. Two very different things. One means you got to advocate. You got to speak up. You got to confront. You got to have hard conversations. You got to make sure you take control in certain situations. You got to make sure you get what you do. That's it. Assertive. Savage is, I woke up and my butt hurt. Savage is, he kicked me in the face. Savage is, he died, and instead of getting a eulogy, he got my new single. I think savage is different than assertive, I would argue. We all need to be assertive. We don't need to be savage. But shout out to Vivian Green. Shout out to Jill Scott. Shout out to Maya. Shout out to anybody who keeps their career going and talked about not making those sacrifices and pushing contracts back and still doing good. And especially Maya on that tour right now, because she took a lot of heat, a lot of blackball, and a lot of independent work. But now she's on a big tour with everybody else. So your time will come. It might not come as fast. It might not be as big. But, stick to your morals. What profit a man to gain the world but lose their soul? Maya got her soul intact. And she looks like it. Because I think you start to look real ugly when you start treating people ugly. I've always thought that. Henry Kissinger and all them people, Dick Cheney, you start to look all ghoulish and evil and ugly because you're doing all that ugly. Shout out to Donald Trump.
And keep your eyes open. If your time technically and what you think doesn't come, it's because there's a reason it wasn't supposed to. It may be saving you.
Yeah.
You may have been given the ultimate life preserver and said you weren't supposed to be there. You weren't supposed to be in the circle. But of course, we're gonna get I knew, listen, all right, before we get into everybody attacking everybody that was on there, because it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Listen.
Who was on it? I didn't see it though. Who was on it?
Kurt Burrows, who else? Okay, well, I gotta get all their names correct.
Tim Dog, no, somebody Patterson that he grew up with. That was people that was the early stages of Bad Boy. the artist as well with the
Okay.
Mark Curry's.
His right hand, the right
yeah,
hand
Mark
woman,
Curry.
Capricorn, who I don't.
Capricorn.
Mark
that was
Curry.
And let me tell you about these jurors. Let me tell you
Yeah,
how.
you saw the two.
No,
jurors.
let me
Wait.
tell you how bad the prosecution had to be to pick an old Indian man to be one of the jurors.
Impartial.
No, that old Indian man was like, it takes two people, and if you go back,
Oh, with Cassie.
if
Yeah,
you
he
go
was saying
back,
if you go
if
back,
you go back,
it takes two people to
if
clap.
you go.
You
Now,
can't
mind
clap
you,
without two
this
hands.
means this man has no idea what an abusive relationship entails. He has no intricacies or nuance on how a person who controls you can bring you back into abuse. No, once you come back, I cannot understand. I said, y'all let him get in the jury.
Yeah.
Y'all let him.
But it was a lot of people that
somebody
said
should have
that,
objected.
Do you know when you talk about chauvinistic idealism that man was the epitome of chauvinistic idealism?
Women,
That is like having, God rest
It
their
takes
souls.
two to make it.
That's like having one of my grandparents, who God rest their souls, who are great people, try and explain why a man can't do what he wants to do, and you just don't have to take it. That old man literally was like, hey, I can't separate the two. I cannot separate the two. They are together. No, they're not. But
it was
and
for
the girl,
years.
and let me tell you how bad it was. The girl literally said, "You were not." The Indian guy said, if you made eye contact with Diddy, you would be removed immediately. If you made eye contact with Diddy, you would be removed. They told you. The black girl came up and gave you instances where she made eye contact with Diddy, and they looked at each other.
Did he look back like, y'all believe what she just said? I kidnapped her. And the juror said, yeah, I look back too. Like, I don't believe that either. Like,
and to these people,
That is R. Kelly.
And to these people,
who hog-tied somebody.
And to these people, kidnapping somebody sounds like an extreme. That's not extreme. Once again, I will repeat.
She just wasn't believable, Mike. Capricorn.
No, she was absolutely believable. The people who are watching have never been part of that life. They don't even have a clue of it. They think that this girl is telling a story that never happens. Bobby Brown was kidnapped by drug dealers, and Whitney Houston had to bring the bag to get him out. This is not an extraordinary story.
They saying Cassie. They saying Cassie was in that situation.
No, Capricorn is saying when Diddy found out Cassie was messing with Kid Cudi, he came and scooped her up and with a gun and said, "You coming with me? We're going to Kid Cudi's house." And he kidnapped her and made her go with him. And then she said, "Yeah." So we went to Cudi's house.
Look at that. Sounds about right.
No, but watch her tell that story.
No, I watched it.
Episode 4 with her telling the story. It for me, everything was okay up to he made me go. He kidnapped me. No, you knew you didn't want to lose your job. Your boss said we going, so you went.
Dude, if Diddy comes to your house with the goons, you're going. If you're a man, you're going. If you're a man, you're going.
Well, I'm not going. I'm going down that day.
Especially if you know.
I ain't going nowhere with Diddy.
But you know, if you don't go, it could end right there because they know what he's capable of.
You can get out the car like Cuba Gooding Jr., right?
You
ain't got to go. You ain't got to go.
Oprah said to never go to the second location because you got an exponentially higher chance of getting murdered. So if a man had cost you in the parking lot, I was like 10 years old when I watched Oprah. She was like, "Do not go to the second location."
Ass.
That's what I'm saying. Don't go.
Not DJ Clue. 50, one of 50's DJs who's on Sirius XM. Who kid? Ask him if he got kidnapped.
Who kid?
Ask him if he got kidnapped. He'll tell you the story.
Get it.
He'll tell you the story.
Yeah, I ain't going.
The fact that the believable
but
part
both could be true.
But the believable part is that
both could be true.
She has the text message of Cassie saying she had some freedom. Can he go hiking with us, Kid Cudi? She knew she was in trouble then.
Because now you got to let your boss know.
And then, can you imagine?
Your chick wants to cheat. She's cheating on you, and now she want me to like.
So when you don't say nothing, and you know this maniac is knocking at your door, you know your life's in jeopardy right now. You better go or die. People have died with on his watch. People die on his watch. And this jury,
I'm just the opposite. That's why I'm not going with you. Like I'm thinking that. Like that's why I'm not going, because you're right.
But she's thinking she's gonna die if she doesn't go.
So you really thought that Capricorn thought she was going to die if she didn't go with him to Kid Cudi house? Diddy was going to murder his assistant of all them years. He was going to just take her out. He was that mad. He was going to kill her.
This is what I don't get.
No, I think.
Why do you think?
I think it's
how do you still have
this
this thing in your mind that he wouldn't?
No, I'm just he's mad at Cassie and Kid Cudi. He's not mad at Capricorn in that moment, other than her not telling him, but you going with me,
Dog,
type thing. And I don't know. I just don't think she wasn't believable, and the juror said the same thing.
Because these two jurors have never heard a story like that. Let me calm down. They can't relate to anything. To them, that's a movie. It doesn't happen in real life. But it does happen in real life. People get killed every day in real life for this shit. Dudes have killed people who lied, who was part of his girl cheating, and this is a maniac.
So she said, "I'm not going." You thought Diddy would have just shot her right then and then still went.
No, she would have got eliminated. She believed that. I'm not saying that I can prove anything, but the fact that you think she shouldn't have thought that is bizarre to me when everybody around him dies, including Kim Porter. Like, how are we still in this make-believe world?
I think she could have been fearful.
Go ahead.
No, I think she could have been fearful of losing her job. And I think that when she testified, she could have been a bad witness and put a lot of extra sauce on it and not been credible in her testimony, even if she's testifying to something that's true. Both could be true. Because a lot of times people say, you're innocent, you didn't do it. And you know what the person says? Then I should definitely take the stand. And the lawyer says, no, because I know you and you shouldn't get on the stand. So just because you're innocent doesn't mean you're a good witness. And just because you're telling the truth about somebody's potential to be violent doesn't mean that at the time you weren't motivated primarily by your business opportunities. All that could be true at the same time. Like you can get on stand and give bad testimony. Yeah, and he could be a monster, and he might be responsible for a lot of murders and deaths. But at the moment, somebody could still be rubbing their chin like, that don't seem like the type of time you was on in the moment. And it seems like now you're trying to sauce it up and lean it all the way on the fear, and you're not putting anything about the. And I would like Mike said about Rod, I would try to take an approach which says, in the moment, yes, I did want to stay employed, but you have to understand this man. See, I conceded something, but then I still leaned on my point. I think that would have been stronger, but a lot of witnesses won't do that. They'll just try to say, oh my God, I was so afraid for my life, and I jumped in the car, and then people start going, and then later on you kind of dilute the effectiveness of your testimony by leaning in and saucing it up too much when you should have just admitted the nuance of the reality of the situation. And people say, well, yeah, I want my job and I don't want to die. I can relate to you. I can believe you because you want to be believed.
But this is what Kurt Burrow said. They didn't get the nuance. What you just said, Doc, is what he said. He said they couldn't get the nuance of what was going on. Because I go back to my point. The jury selection was hideous on what the prosecution, they should have all been fired for the RICO charge off the door. For not having a domestic abuse charge, they should all be fired simply for, they could have proven that in a matter of 10 minutes.
That part.
They could have proven that in a matter of 10 minutes.
There's no statute limit. I thought it was time barred. There was nothing with statute limitations with that.
Oh, I think that's what it was. The video, it reached. I think that's what it was.
I thought it was old. I thought that's why. I thought the reason why that wasn't a real issue.
But they would have had a better chance of witnesses going on there and saying he also did it to this than they did of ever getting a RICO charge. And this is what really infuriates me. The RICO charge should have been put on with the Keffe D situation because that's officially a RICO charge. That's a hit that he used somebody in the middle to give the $1 million. Well, the $1 million allegedly never got to Keffe D because the man Zip, he took it and allegedly never gave the money to Keffe D. But
allegedly, I mean, they still want to try.
Allegedly. Tawana's on here.
Good morning.
Tawana, what did you want to say? Because I got your text message, but I didn't get to read it thoroughly.
You guys keep making me late for work.
Okay.
I wanted to say two things, but first, because I'm going to forget. But Jay, these things can absolutely happen. So when I'm listening to Capricorn, at some point she does sound a bit to the normal eye, to people who don't work in that, it sounds like, yo, she didn't have to do that. That's crazy. But from the first week that I start working there, Huff lost his sunglasses. People were jumping and like going crazy just to find a pair of sunglasses. If they could have looked under my foot, they were looking under my foot for his sunglasses, but they had
Mm.
this, what I didn't know at the time, they had this like fear, anxiety, like, oh my God, we got to find Puff sunglasses. So there, I can believe that without tying Capricorn up or any of that, because I'm listening to like you, like, well, chick, you wasn't tied up. But if he's holding a gun, if you think everything that you've worked for, as she says, lies within his power, then you're going to go with him. Even in that moment, even though she was tired of it all, she wasn't quitting. She was still there. We don't know what kind of other things she had going on with him. It sounds like there might have been some other things happening between the two of them at some points. There was some kind of bond there. But I can believe that he, at least if we don't want to say kidnap, he coerced her, had a gun, like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna ruin something else for you. So she felt that I need to go, I have to go, like I don't have a choice. So I'm just saying the fear that I would see when certain little things happen, and I'm like, why are you, like, I was brand new to it, like, why are you guys acting like
Well,
this?
y'all
But
skitzing over
it's
some
just the
glasses.
little things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the little things that happen over time. And I was there when Mark Curry worked there, and he was writing and all of that. I mean, he seemed fine, but that man broke down and cried on TV, or well, on the documentary about what
Wow.
he had been through. I mean, I was there when, the situation happened with Steve Stout, and it was, a big deal. I was there when the Locks were about to come up there after Summer Jam. Like, people were really angry about the situations that Puff put them into. Now, all these years, I've taken it from a more naive standpoint because, I was there for a short time. I did not, I wasn't endangered, but I just remember that. So when I text Michael the other night, on the first night, it's the energy that came from that, and realizing like something protected you from the crazy.
Mm.
Something got you out of there. Even though when I walked away, I was like, you got to be crazy. Like, you're going to go get a temp job in New York City over staying at quote unquote the hottest place in the game. But I had to go. And it wasn't Puff in that moment that made me go, but it was my immediate supervisor who was saying crazy stuff like blood is going to be shed down these walls in 30 days. Who the hell says that? To go back to the point of, there are things that people do in this industry that fortunately I was never privy to, but there are things that people do in order to climb and go forward. Even when I was talking about, Shakim at Flavor Unit the other day, he was asking me about a birthday gift, but it said innocently, I want a gift certificate like you gave my bigger boss, and he was like, but what do you really want? And he asked me that 3 times in his office. It was dark, it was eerie, because if I was down for something crazy, it would have went on and on and on. It could have led down another path. So
Mhm.
I know it doesn't seem realistic that some of this stuff can happen. Like, oh, ain't nobody doing that. But these people have lots of power, and it really, I guess, when you get deeper into it, and all the things are around you. I mean, that was a time of platinum and all of that. Like, you could fall victim to all of those things because it looks flashy, but then you go deeper and deeper. So fortunately, I didn't go deeper. Michael didn't go deeper. You didn't go deeper. We're at a level where we still got our souls, but I can see how people lost their souls. I just wanted to say that.
Mm.
Thank you, Tawana. Thank
Thank you,
you.
Tawana. Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
First, thank you. Go to work. Don't be late because we can't pay you.
Yep.
We can't pay you. But I just
can't
this,
pay you.
this is the thing when
Yep.
when the juror was literally like, you're not supposed to look at Diddy. The one black girl who was there was literally saying, yeah, he looked at me, and I was like, I don't believe her either. And Kurt said it. He's a master. Forget Drake. He's the master manipulator. He worked magic in that courtroom with those jurors because they knew he was a superstar in that room, and he was making a connection with them. This is a guy who got away with what happened at City College, where 9 people died and they showed the body bags in the gymnasium. He got away with what happened in Club New York when an eyewitness said he pointed the gun at me and shot me in the face. I don't care about Steve Stout. They settled out of court. That's what it is. Tupac died. Biggie died. Kim Porter died. And you're gonna tell me people don't fear this man? Like this is some real
bodies.
Bodies. Nothing but, did somebody say body? Nothing but body.
Did somebody say body?
And then we'll get into and I really wanted to turn it off. I don't know why I was feeling like this. I said,
wow.
I really wanted to turn. I said, I
thought you would be engaged enough. Like, yo, this is good. You see where this is going. It was entertaining.
This shit fucked up my sleep. I felt like there was something, like I prayed. I said, this is around us. This type of force and spirit is around us all the time. And that's why I was like,
all the time.
Even what we did in radio, but let me just get, because I already knew that they were going to attack the people who spoke up, and some of this is crazy, but let me get to 50, because 50 said something I didn't know in an interview. I didn't know this. Maybe Doc, you might have known this, but I didn't know this situation when he's trying to explain that he had no bitterness, that this isn't a personal vendetta or whatever, all the reasons why.
Like we haven't even had problems. Like me and him. Like our issue there.
Let me go back.
I don't know him to be tough. Like we haven't even had problems. Like me and him. Like our issue, they'll say we had beef for 20 years, but I have hired both of his sons for different projects that I worked on, like both two different television shows, Quincy and Justin. You know, so I don't like have that energy towards him, like where we trying to hurt each other. All I would, like, while other people pointed out those situations, like that he was dangerous like that, I said, oh, okay. You know, I take it in, but we never got there. I don't know him to be tough. Like,
I didn't know he hired both his sons. Well, two of his sons. He has three, right? Am I wrong? No, he's got more than that. He's got three sons. Another thing that was eerie about the documentary, I'm really worried about Justin Combs. Because Diddy was like, I can't do it. Well, what you gonna do? During the trial, he's asking Justin, what he gonna do? Like, how you gonna put your two in here to make this work? And I was like, what the? He didn't put you in this. He literally multiple times told Justin, I can't do that. But what you gonna do?
I took it as how he's going to step up and be the man and keep things going. That's how I took it.
No. Then you didn't watch it carefully, because he wanted him to edit the video and start getting people on social media to start. He said, we can get an editor, right?
Yeah, the social media piece.
So he wanted him to spread
your pops.
He wanted him to jump in to spread the propaganda to get his ass off. He wanted his son in the mix.
Wouldn't you want your family supporting you, even if you're
No, I don't want my son. I know I don't want my son in this. I'm not dragging you in this.
But your son is there.
My dad
do the whole documentary.
I'm editing.
Justin was with him with the shots at every party. Everything he did, you saw Justin right there with him. So
that's the problem. That's the problem in itself.
You got the footage. Get the editor.
He wanted him in the mix of this dirt. He didn't care about anything about Justin's well-being. Get to work to help me get. He was an employee. He talked to him like an employee. It wasn't like he was talking to his son. Like, I was like, what the fuck? I said, this kid is doomed.
Well, if your life on the line, you're facing 50 years in life, you want everybody to help you. I mean, I'm just saying.
I don't know. I might have been the same way. I might have told people to edit my stuff. Edit everything.
Well, then just say this: if you're willing to bring him
in, it's not a crime.
No, but what
I'm not
saying,
commit a crime. Don't commit a crime.
No, what I'm asking you to do is come into a world that I know I created this shit, and this shit is dangerous. But I need you in here. I need you up in here now. Yeah. No, I'm not bringing you in this. I need you as far away from this as possible. Support me in the courtroom. I don't need you doing anything. I created this mess. I did all this shit. I did this. And now I need you. I want to bring you into this corruption and make you feel
like
you're
already in it, though. They were on the boats getting accused themselves. They were getting accusations themselves on the boats and everything. Like, they chose that life. Like, I know who my dad is and who this person is, and people made choices. They were grown men who chose to be just like their father. The videos, the yacht parties, and the accusations. So I can't make. I don't want to diss it too much. Yeah, but that's true. That's true too. I don't want to distance it
they
like,
were
oh, I'm bringing.
groomed to be like their father, and that's the
Yes,
scary part. And they were still kids,
but that still
they're
challenges the bring you in part.
No, I'm
He
not.
didn't bring
I'm
him in
not.
at that point.
No, I'm not. But that's the skit. That is the distortion of this man's mind. That's the distortion that he brought them into this world. Some fathers will let their own mama go up the river to save their own ass.
But he wasn't asking to commit a crime, was he? Was he asking to commit a crime?
It was build up social
not
media.
on the camera. Not on camera, because remember, he's being
Just build up,
videoed.
yeah.
He's
Just make
being
me look good.
videoed. He's being videoed. He's being videoed at the same time. And there's a part of the video where they made them turn the camera off when he was talking. They was like, yo, we got to turn this camera. Yeah, we got to turn. Mike, you're saying, but others are not. All right, so here's the attack on the guys. And listen, I'll say this. The minute Diddy showed Little Rod the picture, the video of dudes getting sexually done by other dudes, I would have tapped out. I would have packed my bags and been like, yeah, I got to get. I would have snuck out of there and been like, I got to get out of here. What happened? What,
I don't know. I think
that's the point. He's crying out, asking for help, putting his son in a compromising position for the stuff he know that he did. That's the narcissism 101, 102, and 103. Diddy is a case study. I didn't see the rest.
For narcissism.
How can Puffy raise his children any different than he was? That's a valid point. I'll bring Kamari. Kamari's in the building.
You want to do an intro? We ain't had him in here in a minute, and then we can get him in the car. He's sending clips. I think he watched the documentary. I think he teamed with it.
I don't think anybody.
Thursday time to get your finances together with the Finance Rebel. Let's go.
Ain't no stopping nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ain't seen it for a minute. The Financial Rebel is in the building.
Morning, everybody.
What a dude.
How you feeling? First of all, before we go before we go all left, how are you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Holidays are weird. This is my first holiday without my dad.
Man.
But I'm here, man. I'm blessed. Can't complain.
Prayers that you're able to find comfort in this holiday season. I've never been through that, so definitely from the heart, I think all of us on this show are sending our prayers out to you.
It's a mother.
yeah, that is hard.
Life for real.
No, Jay, I am not seeing Diddy. I'm not seeing anybody. I just find all this stuff hilarious.
You didn't watch the Netflix documentaries, 4 parts. Come on.
Listen, there's a saying that I tell my son, my oldest son, protect your mind and guard your spirit. So there's certain things I try not to entertain. Yes, I just sent you that clip because it came up and I thought it was interesting. But no, I don't know if I'm going to watch the documentary. Like, I didn't watch Surviving R. Kelly. I tend to try to stay away from that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I didn't watch that either. This one I did watch.
But you watched the R. Kelly sex tape. Like, I'm confused.
I did not watch.
Oh, you didn't watch that? Okay, all right, take that back then.
I
take that back. I'm just trying to see if you was contradicting yourself. That's all. I was just trying to test the water.
And watch that.
That was a weird time too. I walked into my program director's office and a bunch of guys were watching the fucking sex. I said, "This is fucking weird." And I watched for like 10. I said, "Okay, I saw it. It's true. It's him." And then I walked out, and they were watching it like it was fucking Martin. Like, people, every time somebody came in, they would throw the tape in. Yo, let's see this R. Kelly. Why would we keep? I saw that
is it
once.
Him or is it his brother? Who do you think?
I saw that once for like 10 seconds, and I was like, all right, good. I see it. Yeah.
You see that angle? Like, what is there to watch?
I was like, I don't know anymore. I don't know who's the pervert. The person who peed on a girl, or the people who continually watch him pee on a girl. I don't know exactly who the pervert is at this point. This is the part. This is the part where he does. I said, wow. Okay. All right.
Makes everybody perverts.
Yeah. So the attack started coming on. I'm trying not to say pause. On the people who actually spoke out. We had this gentleman actually on the show, David Bradley. We had him on the show. He put a post out about normalizing this situation right here. I want to get your opinion on this, Kamar.
Dave Chappelle, he could look at my eyes and tell, that nigga's gonna tell my business. But the one thing I know is I've been around him enough times where it's some of the stories I hear these men telling is like, word, bro, you let him do that? You came back for your job? We got to stop letting these men in this entertainment industry legitimize selling your soul. You're a grown-ass man. And I'm talking about the Kirk Burrows. I'm talking about Lil Rod. I'm talking about any male that has a story of Puffy doing something to you more than once. One time is all it should have took. As a man, the women, it's a little bit different. Even though it's kind of the same, I feel the same, but women, it's a little bit different. But the males, there's no way you should be talking about some man did something to you, but you want to keep your job. I had this dream. Come on, man. And I've been around that dude, and he has his weird ways, but in no way, shape, or form could I imagine being in a situation where that man is putting his hands on me in a way that's uncomfortable, and it's going to happen more than once. That VP, that former VP of BET, Stephen G. Hill, only had to party with me one time, and on the way coming home in that limo, grab his genitalia and start rubbing himself while he's looking at me before I said I'll never hang with this nigga again. And I can promise you, you will never see photos again of me hanging with this nigga at any event after that happened once. And I let it be known how I felt about it. We've got to stop normalizing these grown-ass men in the entertainment industry crying about they were assaulted, but meanwhile they kept coming back for more and more and more. If you signed to Bad Boy Records and you see he's doing you dirty, to continue to write for this dude, there were guys that he didn't play like that with.
All right, so Kamar, your comments on what you just saw.
I'm afraid to respond. So if I respond, is that victim shaming? Is he victim shaming? Because I agree with him. I totally agree with him. But, you know, the power dynamic is a weird one. And I think men are susceptible to it just like women are. But I'm with him. It only takes one time. I ain't coming back. I don't care how much money that was on the table. I'm not coming back.
Jay Black?
It's a double standard for men and women. He said, men, you get one and done. Women, we understand a little bit more. Not for your job. There's no essay for a man, I don't think. No, there's no way you woke up and your buttocks was hurting and you came back. Like you didn't know what was going on, but you woke up and he in your bed and your butt hurting.
And greasy.
Like I don't know how much more evidence do you need? Like you got drugs, something happened. Like clearly, like, and you're gonna go back? Well, he said he got to feed his family. There's some things that are off limits, and as a man, it's your bottom. But yeah, you can't go back. You can't. Mike, you going back?
No, I'm not going back. I'm just wondering, are we being? Listen, I lost people on this show when I said what I said about the Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby, yeah, you done pissed people off with that one.
When I said the girl said she got essayed multiple times. And I said, you know, who goes back for seconds?
It was a funny joke, but they didn't think it was funny.
But I'm wondering, so I basically have been on what your side of what you're saying. But I'm wondering, are we falling short in the mental breakdown of why people do this? And why is it so prominent? Like, why is it so prominent that this happens?
I mean, I think celebrity worship is real. And it is a form of mental health or mental dysfunction. I don't think we want to look at that, though. Like, when you look at social media, for example, right, let's take our show. If this wasn't in the news and popping, will we really be talking about this? Probably not. It wouldn't be part of our natural conversation. We might have jokes about other things, but we probably could care less. But people want to talk about it. People want to hear it. The question is, why do people want to hear about it? Why do people want to talk about it? I think a lot of people like to live vicariously through other folks.
And my question is, Harvey Weinstein did this for like 20, 30 years to people.
Yep.
And for some reason, they're not given the harshness of what we do to guys. Well, you knew what it was. You know, I think the mental aspect of this, of the control factor, and what goes on, I just think is deeper. Now I agree with y'all. If it happened to me once, I'm out. But there has to be something deeper when it happens so much where people don't leave.
Deeper how? Like you think they're scared, or that
I think there's
I'm a hostage, or like how?
I think those two things. I think the dynamic of who do I tell about this? How my whole career is based in this. I have nowhere else to go. I have nowhere. There are people, and that has always been the abuser's tactic. Put a person in a situation where they legit believe they have nowhere else to go, so they stay.
Okay.
They're and I'm at, because I agree with y'all. But I feel like there has to be something else if this just happens over and over and over again. So that wasn't the only attack on the people who spoke out. Other people had comments. And this is another guy who says, I don't think these men are aware of something. So this is what his comment was.
That amazed me was the amount of men that didn't know they was gay. Two things can be true before I move forward. You could be abused, but you could also be gay. Like it was a lot of guys in that movie, from his assistants to his business partner to his producers, that didn't know they was gay. And it's okay to be gay. For the producer, for instance, if you work with this man for 2 years, like his producer said he worked for this dude for 2 years, and he bought the hookers or whatever y'all paid for, y'all had a crazy night. When you went to sleep, it was women in the bed. And then when you woke up, it was Diddy beside you. So you went to sleep, it was women in the bed, but you woke up and it was Diddy beside you. But what I'm saying is, I don't work there no more. Like, I don't understand how so many of these relationships could have went the way they went, and you still work there.
Okay, and I just want to say this: when Diddy was doing the infamous interview in the hotel suite and Kevin Hart was hosting it, he made a mistake and said, Usher was standing next to him. He made a mistake and said, "Yeah, I remember when me and Usher used to wake up together."
I should know some shit.
And Kevin said, "What the fuck did you say? What you just say?" No, I mean, we used to fight over the Captain Crunch. So this is obviously more prevalent than we would like to believe, because Usher went on to great heights. So there seems to be a reward for this.
What about French Montana? Did he get his reward? Because French wasn't in there at all. Do you think something's going on with French and Meek Mills? Mike, what are you thinking, Mike?
We knew that scene was weird when Diddy was singing Happy Birthday to him. They had no shirts on.
We knew
that was weird.
That was very strange. Facts.
Maybe this industry, maybe the part of this documentary is finally pulling this whole curtain open so that we can go, okay, that's what it takes. That's what it takes. Because you're not going to tell me Diddy just went up there and played Clyde Davis, the most gangster shit ever in history at that moment, with Biggie Smalls ready to die. And Clyde Davis, this white man, decided, yeah, that's going to be the future. Unless there was something else that I'm just telling you what everybody says in the industry. But the attack, I think more people are offended. And it's crazy. Like, out of all this, more people are offended that guys are actually telling their stories, and more people are like, well, why'd you go back?
Like she just said in the comment, people have been telling y'all that they want to get on. They got to get to those levels. If you want to make it, you're going to deal with some things. You want to be all in the limo, all on the private jets and the planes. You want to be in all the videos. You're going to have to deal with some stuff, right? You're going to sacrifice? Some people do.
I find, what up, Mo, by the way, and what up, Asha? I find, and everybody else said good morning, I find the whole situation weird. Like Simon Campbell being essayed by, allegedly, because he was never trial, by BAM. He went back too. What he did was he went and took it and made it a YouTube sensation. Again, all this is weird to me. It's all weird to me because I probably wouldn't be alive unless there were some other factors going on. Like they got my mama, they got my daughter, they got my wife, something like that. But I'm not going to keep putting myself in these situations.
Yeah, Diddy was talking about wrestling for cereal. Damn, Doc, I wish you could find a connection so you could get on. I wish you could find a connection. But yeah, when I saw that, I was like, and this was years ago. This when Kevin had just started warming up, and I was like, yeah, what did he say? He used to wake up in the and this is a guy who groomed Usher from the. He had parental rights over Usher when he was 13. He was living with Diddy.
I mean, it's funny how often that happens. Same thing with Kelly Rowland. Beyonce's father, Matthew Knowles, had parental rights over her.
Oh man.
Right?
I don't know, man. And I don't know what the end game is here. I don't know if anything changes. I just know I realized last night that when I had the come to Jesus moment where I was like, damn, I've been supporting this industry, not only helping people make money in the industry, promoting things in this industry. And I was like, this is what I was promoting. Like, and I said it earlier, and you weren't here, Kamari. I'm like, I got to take responsibility for my naive choices.
I mean, I've heard you said this many a time about things that are going on in the industry, the things that are going on in hip hop. But I do wonder if you're being too hard on yourself. And, you know, people tell me I might need to say pause after that, but I'm not saying pause after that. But
no, but I think and you could be right. I can't say you're right or wrong, but I was like, I didn't see. You know what? I did see, and I chose to ignore it. I did see, and I chose to ignore it because it was the playing field was like this was okay. Wasn't nobody gonna say or call you out for this that was in the circle that you were a part of, in the radio circle. Nobody was going to call you out for it. They were going to, like, matter of fact, the crazier your lifestyle got, the more accolades you actually got from people.
I mean, and I don't want you to incriminate yourself, but you wasn't involved in luring young children to things. You were partying, having drinks, having conversations with folks. So I don't see how you take so much onus on this. And I get it, you know, anytime you are a part of something and you're not speaking out and you're actively doing it, you're part of the problem. But I don't think that was the case for you, nor Jay, because Jay don't feel that way, because he was there with you a lot of times too.
No, the time, I will say this. The time we did the Girls That Dance with Girls party at the strip club, I think back at it and go like, yeah, we did a lot.
Hey, what happened? How we get here?
Queen Lesbian, we had people auditioning for the Queen Lesbians, and it was a whole thing. It was a whole movie.
Hey, what happened to Diddy? I thought we were talking about Usher and Cereal and Lil Rod. Wait, how we get to this?
I get what Mike's saying about playing a part in it.
But the minute I heard Jay-Z say Girls That Dance with Girls, I was like, that's the name of the segment.
But girls do dance with girls naturally. So
no, but we knew what we were saying with it. We knew where our direction was. And when that segment came on whatever day we did, it was like Girls That Dance with Girls. Bam, let's go. Let's get into the dirt. Let's get into the mud.
And that's why Capricorn shouldn't have got on the stand, because brother Kamari just tried to advocate for Mike and give him that Fifth Amendment option, and Mike was like, "No, we knew what we meant," and he jumped out. But that's a great example. That's a great example of why, you know, two things could be true. You know, Mike could have known, but maybe Mike shouldn't have said he knew. You know, you see how that works? That's how Capricorn situation played out in the documentary. You're telling the truth, but you ain't got to do it like that. It ain't gonna
and what I've been saying for years, the truth is overrated, because the majority of people don't want to hear the truth. But you're right. He gave me the way out.
You gotta take the OJ route. Just stay in your seat. Just stay in the seat with the blood on your hands under the table. You know?
Don't do that, Mike. You love the music. The people did horrible things.
No. I knew when I heard Biggie say, "I got a man who would kidnap your kids, F them in the ass, and throw them over a bridge." I knew there was a problem when I heard it, and I said,
"Probably leaving her pregnant. Give me that #1 mom pendant." Yeah, Biggie.
No, giving up parental rights never sat well with me. It never sat well with me, KT, unless you find I don't know. I don't know. Yesterday they did away with the word pause, Kamari, but in an instance it may still be needed. He was convicted of the man act. I didn't think they were still using that.
No, he was saying that earlier. Did y'all really know what Diddy was convicted of? So you're talking all this other stuff, but they wanted to bring it back full circle that it was just a man act. He was a freaky guy.
If you watch the documentary, that was another genius. After every episode, the beginning and ending of every episode, they would put exactly what he was convicted of, what he was tried. What was that shook your head? What was that comment?
No, my sister bugging with the whole wet t-shirt.
Wet t-shirt contest, Jay Black. Wouldn't let me do that. Oh man, no, Jeanette, you can't, Jeanette. What the fuck? 100%. 100%.
For being an upstanding brother.
You're taking accountability and acknowledging the things that have been going on in this industry and have been horrifically wrong. No, absolutely. And when I was sitting there, I was just like, this has been all wrong. And I said, this has been all wrong.
Now, do you find a regular job or do you keep going with it to pay your bills?
Oh, I got a regular job now, so that's a bad question.
Well, you know what I mean in the moment. Well, no, when you realize it was wrong, you still kept going.
No, but that was my thing.
I think there's a better question though, right? Now, during the time y'all were popping, YouTube wasn't the force that it is. Social media isn't the force that it is. But do you take out and you go a clean route and try to present clean media, clean takes? Would that even work?
It could have, because we're creative. It could have, but it was easier. Like we would have made, listen, the original thing that started that started the momentum of my show was a thing called the ball of checking. There was nothing dirty about the ball of checking. It was just a bunch of kids rapping and me giving them congratulations, saying they were the #1 baller, or you're a shining star. Woo! No matter who you are. That
was a big deal. You wanted to get on the ball of checking. Yeah.
They wanted to get on the ball of checking, and we got people who are on the ball of checking or actresses working for Tyler Perry and doing movies and stuff, which is crazy. Shout out to Ashley Monique Harper. So we could have, but it was funner. It was funner the other way. It was funner. we would have shit at the club. We got it free.
Don't forget the seatbelt check-in. Don't forget the seatbelt check-in. The adults wanted to get in on it. The adults wanted in, so we made the seatbelt check-in for the adults who were caught in traffic coming from work.
We did.
Yeah, the seatbelt check-in.
Yeah, the adults always wanted to get in on something. Listen, that's as much as we could talk about. Unless somebody else, let me see if I got another clip of anything else, and then we could
be diddied out.
We might be.
He didn't even watch it though. He didn't even watch it.
So he
preserving himself.
Here's a little Illuminati chain thing. I didn't even notice it, and then I did notice it, but I didn't know it was a big deal. Here's a little Illuminati Diddy. That's what Diddy had on. That's what Diddy. That's actually when he's talking to his lawyer, and he's right. And he's right. He's talking to his lawyer on how public opinion and how these lawyers aren't doing their job. And what you guys are doing is watching CNN while the other 7 billion people are on TikTok and Instagram, and we got to do something. But that's the medallion that he had. Listen, I'm not sure if it is. I'll try to get as close as possible for it, y'all.
Right, Google search the image to tell you exactly.
And it was turned backwards. It was turned backwards. Somebody said he had turned it backwards.
Jay, share that clip I sent.
Oh, what's the clip? Yeah, share the clip that and then we can go on to what we're gonna go on. What clip did
because we've been Diddy heavy. This brother's shining a light on 50.
Oh, this is the one I saw. Oh, I got this. I was gonna play. Good, go ahead, play.
Hey yo, Curtis. Another thing that came out at the trial after Puffy stole your girl from you, she moved from the East Coast to Los Angeles, and she moved within a half an hour away from Puffy's crib. Puffy paid $6,000 for the moving truck, and then Puffy made a verbal agreement, words out his mouth, called a love contract. He asked her, I'm gonna give you an allowance. How much do you want? She said $15,000 a month. Puff said no. Puff said never that. Puff said never 15,000. I give you 10,000 a month. Your girl said bet. She took the 10 grand and went and rented a house with the whole 10 grand with your son in it. She had to pay first month rent, second month rent, last month rent, and security deposit. $40,000. Puffy sent it to her. Puffy gave it to her. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That was in the testimony at the trial when Puffy beat the feds in the Southern District of New York in New York City. After she got in the crib, she called Puff back. She said, baby, I need money for furniture. Puffy sent her another 25 grand. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He wired it to her. And on the stand, she said, you didn't contribute nothing to her move, and your son was with her. Free Puff.
When I saw that, I was like, well, that's probably why it was his ex.
Yeah, but it also shows why 50 has so much fuel for this topic, because a lot of people are shaming 50 for even putting this out. But 50 is a content genius, so I see what he's doing.
And my thing, I just played a clip where 50 was like, I hired both of Diddy's son, two of Diddy's sons to work on TV shows.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I don't know how that all equates to free Puff.
Well, everybody wants to free everybody. Free R. Kelly, free Puff. I just thought it was interesting that there is, because 50 just said they ain't got no problems. Well, this man has some dealings with your son. You might have some problems with him. We're being all the way honest about the situation.
And that's true. But 50 had problems with his son.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, I saw that clip. I had it.
Well,
I think
his older son, not his younger sons.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know what it proved.
Yeah, it was a long clip, but I was doing the same thing. Like,
I think it was really just trying to tap into 50's ego, and the reason why 50 is doing the doc. Look, 50 knows there's a lot of money to be made in this documentary.
Yep. I mean, and for me, I'm the money guy, right? I talk about money, so that was my angle, right? There was money involved in this whole thing.
She wanted to move, so why would 50 need to pay for her to move? I don't know, but to him, he just dropped the gem. But I understand, because I recorded it. I screen recorded it. I had it here to play it.
When I was with Steady B, he ain't give me nothing. That's what it sounded like to me. But I don't know. For those who know, little old school hip hop. Oh, God.
I don't know if Trendsetter's been on, but I want to send a big thank you out to Trendsetter. He just did some great drops for me for a show I'm working on. Thank you, Trent.
Dr. Aaron Smith hit him with the funky thing. He ain't give me nothing. Oh, that was an old throwback. You know what? Even if for those who didn't get it, I got to give Jay a round of applause for that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but I was disturbed, and that was the last text message I sent Jay. I was like, "This is disturbing."
No, you brought up Jay-Z though. That's why I was like, Mike going.
Oh, yeah.
Jay-Z a monster too. I'm like, hey, he coming at Diddy, Kamari, all of this killing Diddy in the text messages to me. Diddy goes something, and Jay-Z also. He couldn't resist, right?
No, I just don't understand. I don't understand how when y'all see this, y'all think it's just one individual. But when you line up the one to the Clyde Davis, to the Harvey Weinstein, to all of a sudden y'all feel like one particular person is a billionaire who doesn't get down with the dirt. That's all I'm saying.
So that's the whole birds of a feather flock together theory. That's
No,
good.
I'm saying in order to be a billionaire in this business, something you're not becoming a billionaire being a wholesome person.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. When you have that type of lust for money, any lust for anything, there's some strange things that go. There's some strange things that go on. But yeah, he did. I was about to read the text because where was the text I sent you? I said, oh yeah, I went on a rant. Diddy's a monster.
Back. You know when somebody
I believe he got Biggie and Tupac killed. Jay hit back. Here we go. And made Biggie stay in LA. And he made him stay in LA. He made him stay in LA.
Mike was going.
And made Biggie pay for his own funeral. He took the Rolling Stone magazine cover from Biggie and changed the agreement. Oh, there's a feedback. The agreement and contract with Biggie after he died. He changed Biggie's contract after he died. He's a devil dog, which was funny because I remember Devil Dogs. And then
is it weird that you ain't heard from Carisha or French Montana, Mr. Bentley?
You talking Carucci?
Carisha. No, his chick, the one you said the signs up repping for. What's his from the group City Girls, right?
Yeah, that was a whole nother weird thing. There's a lot of weirdo stuff that went on.
We ain't heard from him. I want to know what French Montana got to say.
He's not saying that. He not saying that. I don't think.
They wanted the birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you.
You don't sing happy birthday to your friends, Mike, with their shirts off? You don't do that?
I mean, I will say this, right? The younger generation does like to wear their shirts off a lot of times. We old and fat, so we don't do much no more.
Me and Jay Black would be in a physical confrontation if this motherfucker started singing happy birthday.
Hey, Mike, I'm going to tell you something, Mike. Before you put your shirt back on, hold on, Mike. Hold on.
And I just got out the pool. I'm like, what's he talking about?
I just want to sing this song to you, Mike. Pause. All right, I'm done. I can't even. Eddie Griffin said it a long time ago. Yeah, Wendy Williams been saying stuff. People been saying stuff for years, but people never believed it. But yeah, the whole Meek Mills, the bunny hopping thing, people they not letting that go too. So hey, if you
my thing is, how are we supposed to let it go? This is what thing people are like, y'all still on that? How are we not supposed to be? Not Diddy as Marilyn Monroe serenade again. Happy birthday to you.
Wow.
Play it again. We got to play it. Play this again.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you.
Mm-hmm. They added music to it. I'm sure it was worse than when there was no music.
This is the cat got into.
Everybody want to be down with Bad Boy. Y'all laugh and giggle now. In 97, but you didn't know me then. But everybody wanted to be down. It was a point where you wanted to be down with Bad Boy. So let's stop acting like
that's my disgust with myself. That's the disgust.
Take that.
It was an important time. I was like, dang, they killing it. That you want to be down with that team. To everybody popping. They everywhere. Bad Boy. Come out and play. Come on.
It just sounded crazy now. It just sounds. Casey said French was blushing. Yo, he went like this. He went.
Thank you, Puff. I appreciate the love, Puff. Appreciate all you do. You gonna take me shopping this week too?
Appreciate you, my dude. Thank you.
Appreciate you. Yeah.
There you go.
Joker was in love, but all right. You done diddied it out, Mike. You done talked about Diddy. You done diddied it out.
Hey, Kamar, did you ever see the guy who did the lecture, Asian guy who did the lecture about Larry Silverstein? Did you ever see him call Larry Silverstein the dumbest and luckiest businessman ever? Did you ever see that?
No, I don't think so.
All right. This is the guy who bought the World Trade Center. Just bear with me because I know Jay, his attention span. Just bear with me. Because I know Jay might
Gotta
play
catch me quick. Let me see what we got.
Jay might play the French Montana clip while we playing this. He might all of a sudden just jump into the French Montana. But this is Larry. This is a guy talking about Larry Silverstein, the dumbest and luckiest. Now, this is the man who bought the World Trade Center. So I just want to watch this lecture. Be patient, y'all. Be patient. Doc, if you're watching, be patient and watch this. I just want to come on.
Larry Silverstein, and he is both the dumbest and the luckiest businessman in the world. He's the stupidest businessman in the world because 6 weeks before 9/11, he buys the lease to the World Trade Center. Okay? Why is that stupid? Because the World Trade Center has asbestos, like a dangerous chemical. So they had to clean or remove the asbestos. The problem is the cost of removing all that asbestos would have been more than the value of the Twin Towers. That's kind of stupid, okay? Why would you lease the Twin Towers knowing that you have to put all this money into renovation, which would bankrupt you? Also, what's stupid is to have the lease, you're required to have insurance, okay? And so the insurance company says, we value the World Trade Center at $1.5 billion, okay? And Larry Silverstein says, no, it's not $1.5 billion. They are worth $3.5 billion. So he is asking to pay more insurance than he needed to. That's kind of stupid. But again, he's the luckiest man in the world because 9/11 happened, and guess what? He can now claim that 2 towers were struck, and therefore he should get twice as much as 3.55 million. He should get 7 billion. And he sued, they went to court, and he got 4.55 billion. Okay? He's also lucky because he's a workaholic, he never misses work, but that day, because of a dermatology appointment, he had to miss work. He wasn't there when 9/11 happened. The luckiest man in the world.
So, now that video has made his way, and I've seen it, but this man bought the World Trade Center, had to clean up the asbestos, which was more than what he paid for the actual World Trade Center. And Doc, did you happen to see that? Uh-oh.
Doc, can you hear us? No, he can't hear us.
Doc trying to get on too. Doc want to play.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Yes, it keeps going out later. But I said I'm familiar with Mr. Tower Insurance. Keeps going out all these anomalies that don't make any sense with him making all this extra money and taking out terrorism insurance, and then not just on one policy but 2 policies on each tower. And then he later in the documentary said that they thought that the best thing to do was just to pull it. So we decided to pull it, and we watched the towers come down. But then later on, he said, when I said pull it, I didn't mean bring the towers down. I meant pull out the first responders. Yeah, Larry Silverstein, devil.
I thought it was interesting. I thought it was interesting.
Suspicious. That's what I said. Suspicious, I would say. Very suspicious.
Yeah, we also know $1 trillion was missing from the government the day before 9/11. I always forget the gentleman's name who made the speech.
Rumsfeld.
C-SPAN,
day before.
Made the speech the day before. We can't find. I think it was $1 trillion, some crazy amount of money.
I thought it was closer to 10. I think it's closer to 10. I can look it up. Maybe you can check.
Closer
on that.
to 10 trillion.
Rumsfeld. You get the number. My connection. I don't want to mess with it. But if you type in Rumsfeld 9/11 missing money, defense, whatever, $1 trillion, it'll come up the number. But I thought it was 10.
Shout out to our new good day from Austin. What up, mama from Austin, Texas? I guess Austin, Texas. Then she put NY. Maybe she's in Austin, Texas from New York City. Yeah, so I just want to play that. We can get more into that when you're at a better connection tomorrow. Oh wow, his connection is dropping crazy.
He drops, so they know what it means when he drops.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friend. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. World Trade Center back to Greasy Diddy.
I know he won. I can't.
People want drama, Mike. They want to talk about drama.
Drama is.
She got dick dash.
That's the drama. Oh, the big announcement. Oh, we forgot the big announcement.
Yeah.
Oh, wait
we
a
promoted
second.
the big announcement. It's supposed to be at
We're
8 o'clock.
super
We're a little
late.
late.
Well,
Mike
we said
had the announcement.
we said $2.3 trillion. Okay, super. This is the big announcement. Y'all may be disappointed after I get the big announcement. Do we get a drum roll? Let me see if let me see. That's the bongo drum roll. I don't like that drum roll. Let's get a better drum roll than that was the bongo drum roll. Where's the other drum roll?
Big announcement for Michael Sean in the takeover.
Where's the other drum roll? Oh,
find out what y'all.
Here we go. Here.
What are you about to announce?
Starting this Monday. We are normally on Tuesday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. But starting Monday, we will be on 5 days a week. Monday through Friday, baby.
It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me. Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C-Chum, and celebrity guests that you get nowhere else. That's right, but here on Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Go to our YouTube page, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, and check the exclusive situation.
From here on out, I'll be on Monday. I don't know if Jay Black's gonna wake up because Jay Black's the type that gets he gets into a pattern and he won't shake the pattern. Monday through Friday, from here on out. You're probably like, what happened? Can't expand on that. So Monday through Friday, yes.
Monday through Friday.
What was that? Come on, what was that?
Congratulations.
Monday through Friday, Doc. That means we're here Monday through Friday, Doc. I wanted Doc to be on the screen, but he's poor connection. So Monday through Friday on the East Coast at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Sometimes, like during this season, we might end a little early because this is a hectic time at my job. So I got to get there. So a whole bunch of stuff. Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're in Texas, that would be 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. If you're on the West Coast, figure it out because math ain't my strength. I guess it would be earlier than. But of course, once we do the show, it stays on. It stays on YouTube forever. But if you want to join the show, 2026 is going to be a big year. The upgrade will happen in 2026. The upgrade on the visuals, the upgrade on StreamYard, the promotion and the marketing will pop off. 2026 is the promotion, marketing. We're spreading the propaganda. So I'm going all in. I was on Jonesy's Live last night. Okay, Shelly, I see you working. We're back Monday through Friday. We're back. And it's going to be a big year. So all my people who have been rocking out with us for all these years, you will not be forgotten. You are the originals. You are the ones who have worked with us for years. Why does my voice keep popping up on something? You hit something, Jay?
Something with Kamari's mic.
Tracy, what up? What's going on? So we're gonna rock out Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. tonight. You got any ratchet clips that we could talk about? We done Diddy the whole thing up. You got any ratchetness over there?
A ratchet
Kamari,
clip.
we do. And real quick, Kamari, we will have financial questions for you because I have some financial questions that every time I see it, I want to ask you about. So we will specifically, I promise, if you're here Thursday, we will specifically have a minimum of 2 financial questions for you. For those who don't know, Kamari is masterful. He'll do your taxes, but other than that, he's a financial dude who's giving us a lot of advice, but he doesn't call it advice because he's not allowed to call it advice. He's giving us suggestions. And I followed him. And he's somebody who, if you have any congratulations. Thank you, Mo. Thank you. And congratulations to your son. Put Mo back up. Congratulations to Evan, who will be graduating. I don't know if it's the word graduation or he gets his black belt.
Karate.
This man has hundreds of trophies. He's serious about this in the martial arts. And I will be there at 9:30 on Saturday morning to hopefully I could witness the ceremony because I do got to jet off to work, but I will be there at 9:30. So congratulations to Evan for getting his black belt. And I will give you the footage and all that good stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to take a little video and everything.
Speaking of belts and championship.
What happened?
There's been an update. Did you hear he dropped? Do you know about the strongest woman contest?
Yes,
a week ago, Jamie Booker, she won, right?
Yes,
And then
I
the
saw
black
that.
girl that was second place left off stage because she knew that Jamie was born a guy.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. It was in Arlington,
this is
Texas.
some bullshit. Can we go now? It's some bullshit. So she got mad. She got mad and she walked off stage, but there's been an update.
What's the update?
They found out that Jamie was born a guy, so they stripped Jamie of her title. So now there's backlash from transgender community saying that she's a woman because of but yet she can't win, and now she got stripped of her title. And
well, she should. Well, he should. Because in this competition, she was going against a he. So I saw that. I forgot to play it. Controversy. He in this situation, I'm not being disrespectful. She got stripped.
Sound like you're about to be disrespectful. Like Jamie can't participate.
Well, she is bigger than me, so I'm not gonna be too disrespectful. I wouldn't say it directly to it, but in this case, she got stripped because she's originally a he. I don't understand what the big problem is here. Will you have special guests?
Yeah,
like
we start
actors?
looking for more guests again. Yeah, we can.
Yeah, we've had some actors on here, so you got some connections.
Look over the years, it's been a whole lot. But yeah, we get back to that.
Congratulations, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Thank you. Monday through Friday. We normally do Tuesday through Friday. It's now Monday through Friday. I don't see what the big deal is.
Sean said, "No, she's a man."
But Sean said, "I don't give a damn."
If she didn't, if that wasn't her before the competition, that's not right.
See,
if it was what you broke up.
If she was allowed to compete,
but they didn't know.
Oh, it wasn't disclosed. Okay.
If it wasn't disclosed, I don't get. I don't get. I don't know what y'all want me to say. You keep going in and out, Kamari. Why do you keep calling it? You keep going. Your vocals, your mic keeps going in and out.
I don't know. My internet's not interneting today. Give me 1 second.
Him and Doc got it.
Call it controversial, but they really should be a separate category for transgender athletes. I don't know what. Yeah, I don't think it's controversial, K-Day, but I know what you're saying. I don't think it's controversial. I don't understand what the big fucking
transgender saying they got rights as well. How can she compete?
Go compete against another transgender who.
But it's not a. They don't have a transgender league.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. I don't know. When black people had to form the Negro League when they couldn't play with the white people, go form your own league. What you want me to do? They both would have whipped my ass, but what you want me to do?
They both would have whipped
you.
But when I just saw that they stripped the title though, so I said, now they're gonna give it to the second place. They're gonna give it to the black girl.
Yeah, she gets second place because she beat the other women.
So she should get first place now, Andrea.
Yeah, because she should have been competing
against Jamie. Whatever.
Call me insecure, but it always makes me a little nervous when women are that damn strong. It would have been awesome to have Charlie Robinson on, but we're 4 years late. Amazing actor. Did Charlie pass away?
Yes.
K-Day, you may be on to something. Well, I mean, that's what that K-Day, correct. That makes sense. I mean, it was a big story. That's why I was going to play it. It was a big story.
Miss some posts. I was doing something.
I love how J Black skips posts. Has he been that's the guy y'all want doing the job.
No, I miss Bud. She was saying that, do you know, because Terrence Crawford, he got stripped of his WBC title. For those that don't know, who even in the boxing, the best boxer in the world, one of the commissions took his title because he ain't paid up enough on his dues, where they all have an agreement for the IBF, the WBA, and all that. But the WBC said, we're better than them. We want more money. And Bud said, I'm not paying y'all. So they stripped him. So now he's no longer the WBC champion.
What?
Right? You're a boxing fan. Like, is that a thing?
Why would I pay y'all for a belt that doesn't change any money in my pocket? If Bud Crawford right now signed for a rematch with Canelo, nobody's not going to watch because he doesn't have one of the belts. Nobody cares about the belts. It only matters. It only matters when it helps you as a fighter, when people don't know your credits and don't know your name, but you can say, I'm the IBF junior welterweight champion. I'm the super welterweight WBC champion. That adds more, that adds something to your negotiating ability as a boxer. Terrence Crawford is the best in the world. He don't need a belt. What the fuck he need a belt for? And you want him to pay to keep the belt?
300,000.
You want 300,000 of my money?
It's like a credit card. You got some credit card people, when you're new with your establishing credit, you got to pay a $39 a year fee or one something fee. Like, it's a fee for that commission to be a part of this. They all have fees, but they're saying they want more than the other commissions. And he said, I'm not paying them.
He don't need to. He's made it to the elite status where he don't need a belt. All he does is he needs to show up. And I probably, in my heart, I don't think Terrence Crawford is ever going to fight again. So why the hell would I give y'all $300,000 to hold on to a belt that I'm never even going to fight again?
Wait a minute. Why do you think he's not going to fight again?
Well, why would he? Why, unless it's to fight Canelo, they would do nothing for him to fight anybody else. They would do nothing except risk losing.
But he's a fighter. I mean, I think in this current generation, he's one of the last of the best fighters that really fight. So I think he's going to keep fighting. But that's an interesting take.
I don't think he's going to keep fighting because I think his intellect knows. He sees what happens.
He is smart. Also smart.
Yeah, he knows. What am I going to fight these young lions for and not make the money that I can make? The only money fight is to fight Canelo again. That's the only fight on that level.
And for me, if the fee was established and you changed the amount after the fact, that's when you're wrong. But if you knew the fee, what the fee was beforehand, you got to pay it. That was my whole takeaway with it. So, but he's on IG going off, cussing them out and everything.
But why would we pay for something we don't need, Jay?
Why were you paying for it before you got there?
Because I needed it then.
So it's like the Diddy thing. It's a whole you trying to get put on, so you're gonna do whatever to get put on. And then when you get put on, you want to change the rules.
No, that's not the Diddy thing. The Diddy thing. No, it's called. We were getting done dirty by paying $300,000 for a belt, and now we don't need the belt. So I'm like, hey, it's like having insurance on a car that you don't need. Why would I'm getting rid of the car?
Because you got to have insurance in order to play the game.
No, but I'll just get rid of it. If I'm like, get rid of the car. I'm not driving it.
Go get a Kia.
Yeah.
So can I do this real quick, y'all? When I was having internet problems, I heard you say something. I'm about answering 2 questions every Thursday. Is that what you said?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm with it.
We'll have 2 minutes because I'm like, we gotta have, because every time I say we need to ask Financial Rebel.
Is there a big tax thing right now that we should be worried about for this upcoming tax season that people might not know about? Because I know the laws and stuff change with Trump. And is there something right now? But black people, y'all need to know about this.
So there's always something. We're getting to the end of the year. Like I tell people all the time, if you're working on your taxes and tax season is too late, the best time to work on your taxes is everything before December 31st. So right now is the best time to start working on your taxes. There are some new changes to the new big beautiful bill that they call. I have to do a full review on that. I'll come back and I'll do one with y'all.
Okay, good. Yeah, I ain't know. Should I still be filing as married, or should me and my wife file separate? And I just want to know wherever I get the most advantages. I just want to understand all that stuff. So yeah.
And unless the boss kicks you out, you should still be filing as married.
Because you get more benefits filing as married, right? Always, right?
But I do have a question for y'all, especially you. Have y'all been following through on your commitment to investing every Thursday?
Oh, we had a commitment to invest, and Kamari invested and gave me my first donation. And
you supposed to do. You're investing in yourself.
Yeah.
Is that? Where is it at? Kamari, he trying to make me a better person.
Here.
You've been doing it every Thursday, Mike?
I've been doing it. It's not every Thursday. I do it when I get paid.
Kamari said we should invest every Thursday, even if it's $5 or $10, just putting it in that stock.
Even if it's every time you get paid.
It's up. So it's up.
Yes, I follow it every day. I follow it every day.
More if I invested more, wouldn't I? But it can go down at any point too, though. That's the only fear.
That means no, you haven't been doing it, Jay.
No, I haven't. I'm just being
honest. I've been doing it. I'm not gonna say how much I have. I've been doing it so much that I wanted to. Oh, here's a financial question, Kamari. When you buy a share, in order to buy the share, do you have to buy the entire share immediately? Like it says, the average cost per share is $579. The current share price for what we have is $628.77. To own a share, would I have to buy it all at once and buy $628.77? Or if I keep building and because I'm not too far off, will I own a share? That might sound like a dumb question. If I've invested.
So back in the day, all you could do was buy a full share. And so I believe I have y'all investing in VOO. It's an ETF that buys the S&P 500.
Yes.
And so back in the day, you would have to have the whole $600. However, with technology, all you need is $1. And you can buy a small sliver of that. And you can keep doing that time and time again. So if you got $1, you got $2, you got $20, you can put it into that investment and it will grow as the investment grows, or it will also go down as the investment goes down. This is not investment advice. This is just what I do in my real life, just sharing with y'all.
Okay, we're gonna get to that question. Keep it right there, Jay. So let me see if I can answer it clearly. When I get to a point where I've invested $628.77, will I then technically own a share?
Yes, but while you are doing it, while you're investing, whether it's $5 or $10, you are owning what's called a fractional share. So a piece of it, but you still get to participate in the gains or losses of that share the whole time through. So owning a whole share doesn't matter anymore because again, if you got your $5 will go up the same percentage as the overall stock is. So to me, right now, the real cheat code for people that are grinding from the mud, from the bottom to the top, is just start investing in the stock market.
It just moves so slow though. And then
I actually like the progression. All right, here's a question. Here's a question.
Real billionaire. That's what I need, Jay.
Stop thinking like a drug dealer. Stop thinking like a drug dealer, like you selling.
It's hard to be patient when you're not, and then I really don't. I'm probably like the realest person. I don't be understanding all the stocks and the arrow up and down and this when to do this. I just like the less risk. Put some money in there, and I want to see it grow. That's it.
Why are you patient with your 401k?
Great question.
Because I'm not going to use the 401k until I'm well in my 60s or whatever. What is the retirement age?
We're not going to use this. This is going to be part of your retirement. We're not supposed to use this.
Oh, well, I'll be thinking I can buy and sell, and I'm supposed to get out, take my money out. I got a profit and move it somewhere else. And maybe I'm just looking at it all wrong.
Kamari said to put it in.
And
I'm not saying the word. I almost said the word. Put your money in. Put your money in. I'm not saying the word. I've grown.
First time on live YouTube that I've admitted to saying pause on behalf of Michael Shaw.
He said to put the money in the stock that he suggested for us, and he said, and don't
the Vanguard.
And don't take it out.
So Jeanette, we on Cash App. Jeanette, we on Cash App, and it's the stock, the Vanguard VOO. Is what
go back to the Bitcoin one.
Yeah, no, Jeanette, she was asking about a big. No, she thinking that we talking about Bitcoin, but you was talking about the Cash App. It's something simple that you can just.
This applies to Bitcoin as well.
Okay.
I really don't subscribe to all the cryptocurrency stuff. And if you watch my show, the Finance Rebel Show, or our Freedom Friday show, you'll see me on there with a brother by the name of Jimmy Williams. Jimmy is my crypto Bitcoin guy. And he loves Bitcoin. And so I kind of follow what Jimmy says. I don't feel the need to know everything. I just talk to the people who I trust and that study stuff. And Jimmy says Bitcoin is the thing. So I just invest in Bitcoin, and I do the same thing. I'll do like $5 a week in Bitcoin. Just buying it over and over and over again.
So you took the advice that you did buy Bitcoin.
Yeah, but I buy it through two different ways. You can buy it through Cash App. You can buy Bitcoin directly through Cash App. Right. And there's another ETF you can buy that buys Bitcoin. It's called IBIT, IBIT. Again, this is not investing advice. Before you invest in anything, talk to your investment advisor and or tax advisor.
IBIT, and I can get that the same way we got this stock through Cash App. I look up IBIT.
Yep.
Now, do you do both? Do you do Bitcoin through Cash App and IBIT, or did you pick one?
No, I do both. So I buy IBIT in another brokerage account that I have. And I'll buy Bitcoin like now because Bitcoin is down. Everybody's kind of scared that Bitcoin is down.
So that's when you go in?
I feel like a pause is needed behind
No,
that.
no pause. There's the no pause zone. No, there's the no pause zone. All right, Thunder has a question. Is it true that you have to pay taxes even if the money was made playing CeeLo and dominoes all week?
Technically, yes. So all money made is considered income, but nobody's really going to know when you're playing CeeLo on the corner.
I bought Bitcoin too. I'm glad you verified it. Well, he I don't know if we can call it a verification. He's just giving suggestions.
What he do? He don't even tell you what he do.
What I do.
Well,
I don't drink. I'm not saying you
$10
shouldn't drink. I'm just saying I don't drink. I'm not saying you shouldn't drink. It's good for me. No drinking is good for me. All right, so we will have 2 questions for you on Thursday. So we're glad you're back. And fix your, I don't know. It seems like your mic cuts off if we're talking at the same time. I don't know. Kamari we need a Zoom /clash meeting to walk us through how to set this up in real time. Please and thank you.
So I actually have a whole community. It's free to join. I'll send you the link. I don't usually promote on Mike's show, but I'll
feel free.
Send it in the chat. I'll put it on the other chat and I'll put it up.
Well, go to Black Wealth Rebels, blackwealthrebels.com. We have a whole community back there. You'll see us trading. You'll see us investing. We talk not just about money, but it's kind of similar to the show here with Mike and Jay. We talk about Black culture as well. So
Black Wealth, say it again.
blackwealthrebels.com. Blackwealthrebels.com.
And that's rebels with an S, Jay. Rebels.
Oh yeah, plural, meaning more than one.
Meaning more than one.
This is where Black culture meets Black wealth. Right.
Did you hear it? The rebels. Put that up there so y'all can check it out. Make it happen.
Check it out. No, I was just I was going to the actual website to see what it looked like. I just typed it in.
Yeah.
He got his own YouTube page and everything. All right.
He got way more subscribers than us.
Let me see. Let me check it out.
Hey, by the way, speaking of subscribers, I need y'all to follow Michael Sean. We need to get our subscriber base up. If y'all really, really enjoy the show and y'all love Jay and y'all love Mike, y'all need to subscribe and invite some of y'all friends to subscribe as well. So
like I said, first of the year, I'm putting the money where my mouth is. And we're upgrading the StreamYard to the 4K. And we're going to do the promotion and we're going to do the clips and everything like that. But thank you. All right, I got to get out of here because for now, I got a real job that I got to go to. Not saying this ain't real. This is real. But don't forget, Cash App Friday is this Friday. That's where it gets real for me. Cash App Friday is this Friday. I know it's the holiday season. Spare what you can spare. Get your ties ready. This Friday, Cash App Friday. And next week, it's Monday through Friday. Right here with Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends. Kamari, thank you so much for joining us. What'd you say?
What's the Cash App? I'm seeing something right now. What's the Cash App?
Oh, damn. All right, let me put it up.
Cash App should be right there.
I'll put it right there for you.
There it is. Right
wow,
there.
Look at that.
There, won't he do it?
Won't he do it? God is good all the time. Good.
There you go. Kamari, he felt it. He felt the Takeover Legend. Other church that anybody can get it. This is the church that we approve locking the doors. We lock the doors.
TD Jakes looking for.
And you ain't gotta be in the right lane. You ain't gotta follow no rules. As long as you got money, we don't take it. But the Wyans said you in the wrong line. No, you always in the right line if you got some bread. You always in the right line right here. You send the Cash App, we ain't never gonna turn you down talking about you not following the rules. You follow the number 1 rule. You gave what you had. Give what you have. Cash App Friday.
Yes.
This Friday, y'all. Thank you. Damn, Kamari's not playing. Kamari really sent it. Damn, Kamari said
he be supporting Lady Q. Woke Up Inspired too. Like he supports all of us. We support everybody.
Kamari said a platinum one too. You in the platinum category. That's right. Everybody did what Kamari did. Right.
I love Lady Q's merch, by the way. So yes,
I'm gonna put that up too. Kamari, go to that website.
And we had somebody who watched the show who actually ordered.
And they actually brought this shirt right here. It was a female. She brought this. It's a beautiful day to be black.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yes.
Long sleeve tee. Can I get a long sleeve tee?
You can get it on a hoodie if you want. It's cold outside.
You can get it how you want it.
You get it how you want it.
Get it how you want it. It is, dog. What you mean? You can get it in pajama bottoms. You can get whatever you need.
You want blue? You want white?
You need them on a Speedo? We got them on Speedos. Whatever you need.
I don't know if she's doing some like Speedos though.
We put them on socks. Scullies. We put them on do-rags. They'll put them on anything. Don't you worry about it. You need a do-rag. You want your cornrows to be right? Look, mugs. We got mugs.
The Takeover Legend mug. Look at that. You want to support the show? Then you sip my coffee on my Takeover Legend mug. WokeUpInspired.com.
This mug.
Huh?
Where can I get the mug from? Is that at
WokeUpInspired.com? Yes. Well, I think that's a custom order with the mug.
I'm gonna send my Stanley. I'm gonna send my Stanley. They're gonna put it on my Stanley. They're gonna put the Takeover Legend on my Stanley.
She could.
Gonna make anything happen.
She could.
We're gonna make it happen. All right, y'all. I gotta get out of here. Tomorrow we back at it. Wait. Tomorrow is Friday, so it's Cash App Friday tomorrow. Damn, this week.
That's the last Friday.
Why?
December's here.
The last Friday. Well, it's not the last
Friday.
Friday.
Talk about Trump all day today.
No, we didn't. We're back at it tomorrow. We didn't.
Wow.
And there's a lot to talk about.
It just hit me. Yeah, like wow. All right.
Look at that. That Diddy Devil done.
Look, Lady Q, her woke up inspired. I'm up now. What y'all talking about?
I got stuff to say. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. I'll never be there. I understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone or anything take it from you. From Michael Sean, J Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, Kamari, Amani, I promise we'll be back next week. To everybody who rocks out with us, the upgrade is coming. January 26th will be the year of the takeover. We appreciate you for all your support. God got me, God got you, God got us, and we are gone. Go on.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby,